Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. What's going on, all my great people? What's going on, all my boxing fans? This is going to be a very short video. So Anthony Ruiz Jr. believes Anthony Joshua is not that good as a fighter, and he believes he's going to win the rematch. He said Anthony Joshua is not good at boxing. He feels that he's going to be better than he was in the first fight, and he said the rematch will be the same as the first fight. He will beat Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz insists he will triumph again because the Brit is not good at boxing. The rematch is going to be the same, he said. I'm going to be more prepared, more ready. I know his flaws. I can do a lot better. I think the only thing he can do is just run around. He's not good at boxing. He's not a good boxer. My thing is this. I'm going to just keep this shit real. If you saying Anthony Joshua is not a good boxer, is not that good as a fighter, he's not a good boxer, but he was outboxing you for the first 2 rounds. He was outboxing you the first 2 rounds in the fight, in the first fight, in the last fight. He was outboxing you for 2 rounds. If he's not that good as a fighter, he's not that good at boxing. Well, please explain how you lost the first 2 rounds. He was outboxing you. It was a boxing match. It was a great fight between him and Vladimir Klitschko. He showed boxing skills, good boxing skills in that fight. Vladimir Klitschko is not a bum. He's a great, skilled heavyweight. Was still dangerous at the age. With punching power and can box. Anthony Joshua showed you guys that he can box. Andy Ruiz Jr., he showed you that he can box with one of the best, Vladimir Klitschko. Andy Ruiz Jr., you had a close fight with Joseph Parker. You had a close fight with Joseph Parker. The same Joseph, and I know styles make fights. But we talk about the same Joseph Parker that you had a close fight with, a close fight against. We talking about Joseph Parker. Anthony Joshua outboxed. He outboxed Joseph Parker. You saying he's not good at boxing, but he outboxed Joseph Parker. A fighter that a lot of people believe you lost. Some people believe you won that fight, and some people believe you lost that fight. That you got outboxed in a close fight against Joseph Parker. But Joshua won that fight. He outboxed Carlos Takam. He outboxed before he stopped. Before he stopped them, he outboxed Alexander Povetkin. So you're saying that he's not good at boxing? He is good at boxing. He was outboxing you the first 2 rounds of the fight. And he was able to hit you with a nice 2-piece combination. A nice 2-piece combination. 2-punch combination. Landing a vicious hook that put you down. Yes, you got back up. Anthony Joshua made a mistake, and he was a little reckless trying to finish you off. But he outboxed you the first 2 rounds of the fight. And he's going to do the same thing in a rematch. It's not going to be easy for you, Andy Ruiz Jr. You won the first fight. It is what it is. Anthony Joshua made a mistake. He made a mistake. He got caught by a vicious left hook on the temple, and he wasn't the same. But we know, but true boxing fans, not true boxing fans, even the haters, the doubters, and the unbelievers, and people that don't like Anthony Joshua. People that's against Anthony Joshua, that don't like Anthony Joshua. Even those same people know, they know the truth. They know that Anthony Joshua was on his way to finishing you, Andy Ruiz Jr. Anthony Joshua was on his way to finishing you. He could have beaten you. He could have defeated you. But he made one little mistake that turned the fight around. Anthony Joshua is not going to make that same mistake. You say he's good at running around. No, he's good at boxing, sticking and moving. Putting his punches together. He's a good counter puncher, good boxer puncher. Good at landing, making you miss. Land, get out the way. Land, get out the way. Slip. She's good at slipping punches and stuff like that. Not just only Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua can do the same. His head movement is not that bad. His head movement, he's getting better. He's working on some things. Anthony Joshua is fundamentally sound. For you people saying he was a hype job, can't fight, that he's not that good as a fighter, he's not that good as a boxer, you guys don't know anything about boxing. If you're saying that Anthony Joshua can't box, if you're saying Anthony Joshua can't box and not that good as a fighter, you don't know anything about boxing. He was unified heavyweight champion for a reason. He beat fighters that some other fighters are struggle against. You had a tough fight with Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz Jr. This is a man that Anthony Joshua beat. He outboxed him, showing that he has great boxing skills. That he can move. That he's not robotic. That he can move. He can stick and move. Put his combinations together. Work off his jab. Good at countering. Good at mixing his punches up. Good at going to the body. Good at going to the head. Don't come at me with that BS. You guys saying that Anthony Joshua is not that good as a fighter, is not that great as a fighter, don't know anything about boxing. The man can fight. The man can box. The man can put his punches together. The man is strong and has power. He has the ability to break down Andy Ruiz Jr. And you're going to see it in a rematch. For you guys that don't believe that Anthony Joshua can beat Andy Ruiz Jr., even you fighters or people, whoever you guys are going to see why Anthony Joshua is one of the best. Some of the greatest fighters in history have taken losses and came back to claim victory. Came back to be great. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Joe Frazier. The list goes on and on. That's all I got. Andrew Tucker World, and I'm out.